black, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with a life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try. Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry.
Still I cry.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it, run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Baddest, not taking photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back.
From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big win early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Down.
Lance going to put it up right away. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Ready, set. Ready.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll get this to the 32. You look at this Browns defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And they get him behind the line. pass on third down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill.
52 blaster, claws red. Go red. Ready.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a... Throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Blue check. Hey.
In motion, Hill.
Set.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Smith red. Check pink.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Browns sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Yellow.
Pierce in motion left.
Set.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation. where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Yellow. Check white. Go pink.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Blue striker.
Following the interception, Love. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 76 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Red, yellow. Set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. They complete it to Hill. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Fighting his way through contact. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
In motion, Hill.
Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, green. Green jack.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Kenneth Murray drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Raiders nothing.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
30-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Set. Ready.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow, go. Ready?
Play action. Now it's Lance. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. And Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Come on, set.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go red.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here.
Hey, red. Fight 60. Blue check.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Blue. Cut, cut.
Now Lance. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Go team. Check smash. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's second and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Let's go.
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On the ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
Cycle. Set cut.
On 1st and 10, Love. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Seal. Black. Hut.
On play action. Love to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Black shot. Hey,
In motion, Hill.
yellow. Set.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Come on, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Ready?
On second down, here's Lance. His throw incomplete.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Snap, red. Hut.
On first down, Lance. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
6, back up. Ready.
Again, it's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick down the right sideline. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Black Ultra. Set.
First down, Love to pass. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yellow.
In motion, Hill.
Light blue. Needle blue. Spike white.
Second down, Love. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Blaster 6. Red cycle. Claws red. Set cut.
Now Love. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
On the double. .22 needle. Set, go.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Raiders nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee. Gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Okay,
The
ready?
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
At the 19-yard line.
Set.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 3. Shotgun now for Lance. That is caught, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Taken down at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's not cool about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go.
3rd and 9 here.
Strike.
Going for it with Pierce. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. They go again with Pierce. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 31-yard line.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And Lance now to throw. Touchdown Raiders! T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Yellow, line.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Okay, break.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down.
Now 2nd and 9.
Check white. Go red.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Love, dancing to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Pierce now up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
3-3. Set, hut.
Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1, and they'll go right back to Pierce. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today.
Here we go.
He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Quick, yellow. Black swap. Mega. Hut.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey.
In motion left, Godwin.
Set.
Pierce looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Go ultra. Hut.
They'll run for it with Pierce. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dameon Pierce taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
27. Raiders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Check.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Hey, blue. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd down.
Black ultra. Ready.
Love now on 2nd down. That's complete to Pierce. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, green. Eat old blue. Set, huh?
And Lance going to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Love. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Open man is Hill. He's got it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately,